Hello everyone, this is Soumya. Well, in this video, we'll be discussing the retrogressive metamorphosis. So before that, we'll look into what metamorphosis is. Metamorphosis means meta is after, morpha is the form, and osis is a state. So there will be transformation of the individuals from one form to the other form. That is a case of a development in their structure or in the course of development. They develop progressively. So that is what we call metamorphosis. There will be the complete morphological change of an individual. So that is the metamorphosis. But here, in case of these herdiminians, the metamorphosis is unique in these because it is not the metamorphosis, it is the retrogressive metamorphosis. Here, the retrogressive metamorphosis is the one in which the advanced characteristic features that are expressed in the larval forms of herdiminia will be regressed or will be converted into a primitive form in the adult one. So that is the retrogressive metamorphosis. Here, there will be a declining of the advancement to the primitive characters in case of this herdiminians. So this is how the whole retrogressive metamorphosis happens in the herdiminia. So in case of this herdiminian metamorphosis, we can categorize them, or we can, by looking at their structures, we can classify the progressive changes and the retrogressive changes. Since it is a retrogressive metamorphosis, first we'll look into the retrogressive changes that happens in the herdiminian larvas. So the herdiminian larva, which are free living, sorry, so the herdiminian larvae are having the long tail, which are free living, and will be having the caudal fins that will get disappear during the metamorphosis process. So here this is the herdiminian larva. During the course of metamorphosis, first there will be the degenerating of the tail region. See, whatever the characters or the whatever the features that were in the tail region of a tadpole larva, that will get regenerated during the metamorphosis. So the adhesive papillae which were there on the anterior end, they start getting attached to a substratum. So in that course of evolution, so in the course of metamorphosis, it will loses the tail region. Notochord and the nerve cord will also disappear in these larval stages or in the during the metamorphosis process. So larva lose its sensory structures like the ossicles and the sensory vesicle will be lost. And in case of the adult, there will be the formation of the cerebral ganglia. Adhesive papillae disappears, whereas the adhesive papillae that will helpful for the attachment to the substratum. This is how it will get attached to the substratum, and there will be a moment of there will be the continuous growth of this region of the larva when compared to the posterior end. So this is the anterior end of the larva which grows continuously during the metamorphosis, whereas the other end of the larva, posterior end, will not grow that drastic growth during the metamorphosis. So that's why there will be the shifting of this mouth from this to towards this region. So the anterior mouth will move towards this region. That is the region when we look into the adult, we can actually see the dorsal and the ventral sides of uh, we can differentiate, or we can locate the dorsal anterior and the posterior ends in the different manner. So that is the reason there will be a turn 90 degrees rotation of the mouth from this end to the other end during the development of the larva, because the region which get attached to the substratum, the adhesive papillae, grows faster than the other opposite end. So these are the retrogressive changes that we do see in case of the retrogressive metamorphosis of tadpole. Along with that, there are certain progressive changes will be seen in case of the larval metamorphosis. That is, due to the loss of the tail, the body of the animal will become pear-shaped, and the larger ectoderm will be larger ectodermal outgrowths will form the four corners for the organism. So along with that, so here there will be the formation of the neural glands, nerves, and the cerebral ganglia can be seen in these adults. And we can also see the formation of the anterior and the branchial apertures of the mouth, from the mouth. So the test which was confined to the anterior region that covers the whole body of the organism. So that is again a progressive metamorphosis. The pharynx enlarges and develops into a branchial sac. Stomach enlarges and elongates to get curved, and liver develops. And there will be the atrial cavity that will become more extensive in the larvas. Circulatory system with the heart and the pericardium that develops. Gonads with the gonoduct develop from larval mesodermal cells. So these are the progressive metamorphic changes that we can see in the course of metamorphosis of the Herdmanian tadpole larvas. So to summarize this particular video, in this video we discussed the retrogressive metamorphosis. So retrogressive metamorphosis is nothing but there will be the declining of the advanced characters that are expressed in the larval stage, that there will be the declining of those characters while getting metamorphosized into adult. So in case of the Herdmanian larvas, the presence of notochord nerve card that was there in the larvas will not be there for the adults. And even the being a free living individual is an advanced character that is expressed in the larvas, but in case of the adults, they'll become sessile individuals. So this is how there will be the declining of the advanced characters. That is the retrogressive metamorphosis. Along with the retrogressive progresses, there was also the progressive metamorphosis also happened in the tadpole larvas. So those are all the stuffs we discussed in this particular video. So these are the references I referred for the particular video content. Thank you.